Washington Commanders. On the Saints sideline, a look at their head coach. His side enters in need of a win, sitting at 1-3 in this early season. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Commanders. His guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up here in the booth, and we have got safety Justin Reed handling our opening kick. And we're off and running from Northwest Stadium. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. So the Commanders offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Caden Wynn. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. It's so to keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's complete over the middle. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So the defensive miscue makes it just a yard to go now on second. Running it after the penalty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball, and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down, Saints.
He'll look to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Back out on the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Let's go now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels running left side by Jefferson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try the right side. There's Henderson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Daniels setting up the play action. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for. We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
The Saints take over 1st down.
This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Option give to Taylor. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. 3rd and long for him here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
One of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
There's a dive up the middle. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
And 12 yards to go.
Air it out on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Commanders going field goal here. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Saints come marching onto the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a throw. Going with a screen to Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Good for the Saints. First down. 19 target. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the Commanders' 41-yard line.
They're going play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Bajorquez on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Commanders set to take over. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Trey Amos. Third down, they need 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here comes the Saints offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Love starts at this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Looking to throw here. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Punt meets him at the 28. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Let's go.
Play action now with Daniels. He puts some juice on it. Caught at the 20-yard line. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Daniels going to keep it. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah. So
not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead.
Commanders 17. Saints nothing.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this 1st half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing again on second. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He's going to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set. Just before halftime, you get a timeout, take it.
A 55-yard attempt.
Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So we've reached halftime, Brock. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes the defender. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right in the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter.
60 by 6.
Throwing now, out of the shotgun. He's got it over the middle. Galloping inside the 40. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Tight end going in motion right. They go play action on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Taylor now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. The Commanders have it. But he won't get any further into enemy territory. Had the makings of something bigger momentarily, but they catch him a little beyond midfield and limit the damage to a blocked point after. Reed now to kick this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Daniels throwing on third. The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. He's fielded at the 14. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's the backup. First throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter. And trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Let's go,
It's Henderson on the give. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Play fake here. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Henderson here from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They pitch it out to him here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-possession game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
24, Saints 6.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down, play action. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. Picked up at the 38. And a nice strong effort there on that return to take us to the end of this quarter. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Right up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Rolling out to his left. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance.
On the jump.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Ready.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. He's got it in the red zone. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, bro. It's going to be second down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
This is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Daniels. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 31,
Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Throwing now on first down. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
Setting up the running back screen. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row? Daniels hit and he lost the football. And the Saints get to it. And they're able to add some extra yards. Onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Putting the tight end in motion. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That's not the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They're throwing it. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. We've got a screen to the running back. Room to the right. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down. Brock, I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders, moments away from their 4th win of the year.
Ready.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Ready.
They're going play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Brock, this is not an ideal spot for any defense, but so far these guys have come up with a nice stand. Of course, they might now need to buckle down for one more play. We'll see.
Yeah, so much more 4-down territory in the league today. So much more aggression with all the data we have out there. I got a sense, though, it's not going to be a play-action pass this time around.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Here we go.
Zone read handoff to Taylor. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He'll call his own number. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
And It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. I'm just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Going with the screen to Taylor. Shoots away from one. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Motioning the tight end left. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. On now comes their punter. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? Safe got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.